Now, from the Columbia Basin, your local news source, this is iFIBER 1 News, presented in high definition. The #1 source for real-time local news, local sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. With your iFIBER 1 News team, reporting news in real time as it's happening. From the iFIBER Communications HD broadcast studio in Ephrata, Washington, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
Welcome to iFIBER 1 News. I'm Cody Johnson with news from around the Columbia Basin for Wednesday, February 6th. Tonight we report on a 3-car collision in Moses Lake that left 2 people injured, and how Quincy is preparing to upgrade some roads. We look at how Big Bend Community College is helping to educate students and the public about Black History Month. And how 4 people faced federal charges for selling Project Green Life. In sports, we look at more local wrestlers heading to regional tournaments. Our spotlight story tonight is about the reopening of the Chief Academy Cafe in Moses Lake. And we have the latest weather forecast for the Columbia Basin from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center. Our top story tonight, 2 people were injured in a 3-car collision on Patton Boulevard near State Route 17 last night. Caesar Libid, a 38-year-old Linwood man, was driving a Mazda pickup west on Patton when he reportedly crossed into oncoming traffic. The pickup struck an eastbound Honda Civic driven by 23-year-old Deanna Sandoval. The Civic was pushed into the other eastbound lane and struck a Suzuki passenger car driven by 65-year-old Pavel Lyman. The Suzuki reportedly left the roadway and hit the ditch. Sandoval and her passenger, 48-year-old Angelica Cortez, were taken to Samaritan Hospital with unknown injuries. The collision is still under investigation and charges are pending. If you live in Quincy, you can expect 2 upcoming road projects this spring and summer. The city hired HDR Engineering to design and administrate $152,000 worth of improvements for Division Street East. And they've started requesting bids for a project to improve 4th and 6th Avenues Southeast. The Division Street project costs $1.2 million and will rebuild the 2 lanes, make a paved shoulder, add a sidewalk, curbs, gutters, and a place for stormwater to go. The project covers the section of Division Street between 6th Avenue Southeast and Columbia Way and should start by summer. The 4th and 6th Avenue project includes repaving the road, adding curbs, sidewalks, and stormwater drains, along with paving the shoulder for $655,000. February is Black History Month. Big Bend Community College brought a speaker to help talk about the issues of race with students and the public. Here with the story is Ryan Lancaster.
To Eric Davis, Black History Month presents an ideal time for people of all cultural backgrounds to examine how the month might relate to them.
I like to get them thinking about what is Black history beyond what we see on television, beyond the names and the way in which we scope it. How does Black history connect to me? Why does it matter?
Davis spoke about diversity and culture at Big Bend Community College on Tuesday. An instructor at Green River College and Bellevue College, Davis teaches widely on African American studies and diversity issues.
Whether you are first-generation college student, whether you are someone who feels like I've had an uphill struggle, Black history tells you that you'd be amazed at what legacy you can leave and how much you can make an impact. And I just also share how much I've benefited from those who came before me, whether it be my parents or the Dr. Kings of the world or the Malcolm X's or the Fannie Lou Hamers, all of these folks, you know. You get a perspective when you just kind of look back at your history. We all can get something out of it.
And if there's anything that I've learned from Black history is that ultimately you really need to just be you.
Davis sees himself as a diversity optometrist.
You know, my job is just to help them put their glasses on, test the lenses, see life, a diversity world through their own lens. And so if Black History helps do that, great.
Davis can be reached at dmg_associates@me.com.
People who do what I do, they often are trying to make folks understand, as if understanding from a perspective that is outside of their own. I'm trying to help people understand it from their own lens. See it for yourself. Too many people don't see themselves as cultural beings, and therefore they don't see multiculturalism as relevant. They don't see Black history as relevant because they say, I'm not Black. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to learn from the experience and not just try to get to a point where that distracts.
For iFIBER 1 News, this is Ryan Lancaster reporting.
Thanks, Ryan. Dozens of Ephrata High School students were recognized at the recent North Central Washington Music Educators Association Vocal, Solo, and Ensemble Contest. That's a mouthful. Ephrata High School Choir Director Tim O'Donnell said the school had more than 40 entries in the regional contest in Wenatchee. The school's 16-voice select mixed ensemble with harmonica won the large mixed ensemble category, and the chamber choir women's group, the Willows Girls, was the winner of the large women's ensemble category. Numerous students also received awards, and we'll have more information on that from our website at iFIBER1.com. The man killed by Spokane police after a chase yesterday had a history of eluding and assaulting officers and was convicted of 7 felonies in Grant County. Police say they don't know why 52-year-old Jacob Dorfman led officers on a chase through a South Hill neighborhood, crashing through fences and tearing across lawns. He was shot and killed by police. The Spokesman Review reported today that court records show Dorfman was arrested in 2005 on 2 counts of assaulting a law enforcement officer. In Grant County, Dorfman was convicted of residential burglary in 2000. In 2004, he was convicted of possession of stolen property, burglary, robbery, and assault in the 2nd degree. In 2005, he was convicted of attempting to elude police and unlawful issuance of checks. A broad-ranging group of Moses Lake churches, organizations, and businesses teamed up to offer a new service to the hungry. Free meals are offered each Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the United Methodist Church at 746 South Ironwood Drive. Free meals have long been offered in Moses Lake during the week, but this is the first time meals are being offered on the weekends. The United Methodist Church decided to open the church to the hungry on Saturdays. As many as 30 people have been served each Saturday since the program started. Free meals are also served every weekday, but on Thursdays they're served at the Moose Lodge and Our Lady of Fatima Catholic Church. The United Methodist Church also offers a free clothes closet with warm clothing and has activities for children. For more information about the program, including how to donate, you can contact the church at 509-765-5332. Each of the people you see here have warrants for their arrest and are wanted by various law enforcement agencies. If you see any of these people, the DOC asks you not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but to call police. You can also call the Department of Corrections at 509-764-6180 during the day or 509-762-1160 after 5 p.m. We'll be right back after these messages with the latest from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center, and we've got sports and more news coming.